Hello YouTube, A7X from Robert here, and A7X here, and I'm doing a deck profile update on my Equip Warriors. And as we all know, it's March, we have a new format, so I decided to do a update on my Equip Warriors deck, and it has changed a lot since the last time, guys. It is now a 40 card deck instead of, I think it was over 50 the last time, but I've changed it now. It works much better, and I'm also going to do a deck profile update for my Ice Barriers. And I made a video on a Xyron deck my friend and I made on Dueling Network a couple weeks back, which I still didn't upload yet, but that'll be uploaded too. And I'm also thinking of doing a new series for warrior cards to help people out with warrior decks, since I'm an expert with them. I've been using Equip Warriors since Warriors Triumph came out, and I'll talk about why I still run them in a future video. Probably for my 100th video special, which will be, I don't know, I think I've only uploaded 80, so yeah. That's a long, I wouldn't say it's a long time from now, but anyway, I'm just going to show you guys the cards I took out of the deck. Junk Synchron, because I don't run any junks. Swords Revealing Light, you really don't need it. Meteor of Destruction, I still like this card, but my friend made me take it out. I just like it for the burn damage. Divine Wrath. War Arms, which is funny because he told me to put this in my deck. My 2 Blizzard Warriors, because he doesn't think it will work well with the deck. I kind of did though, but I guess it's okay. I mean, Blizzard Warriors are one of my favorite cards. Bataza the Zapper. Now, I would put this in my deck if I could find room for it, which I might. And I took out Magic Cylinder instead of Compulse to add one called the Haunted. So, let me just get the extra there. Let me get the extra deck out of there. Save that for the end. And here we go with the main deck. Like I said, this is 40 cards now, so here we go. Alright, still run Guildford the Legend. Sorry for the glare. But I still run Guildford the Legend, boss of the deck, and my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card of all time right there, actually. And you know, I never get a dead draw with this guy. He's usually at the bottom of my deck anyway, or somewhere in the middle where I really can't get him. Even when I shuffle it, when I use a card like Rhoda or something, or another card effect like Field Commander Raz's effect, or Lady the Wasteland. But I never really get a dead draw with him, and even if he is in my hand, it doesn't clog it up or anything. I can still get my plays in and whatnot. Anyway, Swift Gaia, obvious. Pretty much a staple in warrior decks. Same with Obnoxious Celtic Guard. I also combo Obnoxious Celtic Guard with my lockdown with Command Knight and Marauder Captain. And if you are running a warrior deck, I highly recommend you running at least 2 of each. 1 doesn't cut it for me. 2 is good. And in my deck, I obviously run 3 Command Knights and 3 Marauder Captains. If you guys have Ultras, please PM me. But, yeah, so basically you go Marauder Captain, Command Knight, and basically your opponent cannot attack, because their 2 effects cancel each other out. Any other card would break this effect, except for Obnoxious Celtic Guard and this particular build of the deck. Not that anybody, I think, really plays this anymore, but people play warrior decks, but I don't like them. I like this one more. And it is original. Evocator Chevalier, it's the only Gemini I have. I really can't get his effect out because I don't run any of those Gemini cards, but he is a 1900 attack beater, and his effect does work well with equips. Now, one card I'm thinking of running 2 of, right here, Absolute Crusader. People underestimate this card a lot. When my friend uses his Spellcaster deck and I play this card, he's in trouble because he cannot special summon, which is a big thing in spell counter decks. And this thing has a 1800 attack. The only downside to it is if anybody special summons a monster that's higher than level 5, then this guy is tributed to negate that summon, or well, destroy it. DD Warrior Lady, obvious staple. Rapid Warrior, only 1. say you're in a tight jam, this card can just attack your opponent directly during the main phase, which can also help from, like, back row. That's why I run one of him. Twin Sword Marauder, and he really does help, especially if the deck is there. If it's a stall deck, he really helps. Twin Sword Marauder works well against defense, and he can attack twice if he attacks a face-down defense. And I remember my friend was using this deck against my Ice Barrier, different friend, someone in my church actually, and I played a face-down defense position Ice Barrier, forgetting about Twin Sword Marauder's effect, so that pretty much lost the duel for me, but I was glad because it shows that this deck beats my Ice Barrier, and my Ice Barrier deck did stall him for a long time, and he was down to like a couple hundred life points, but then when I made that dumb move, it was downhill for me. Field Commander Ross, it can help you get out certain warriors you need at a certain time, and if anybody has this in Super Rare, I think is the highest rarity, please let me know. So he's really good, like, say you need a Command Knight or Marauder Captain right away, he can help with that, as well as Synchros. Finally, Warrior Lady of the Wasteland, another one of my favorite cards. This is just another search for the deck. Once again, actually, this can only get an Earth, so you can use her to get Field Commander Raz, I think Absolute Crusader, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. You get Absolute Crusader out with her, as well as Marauder Captain, so that's why she's in there. Pretty old card, but still good. Any warrior deck would probably run her. And then 2 tutors now, guys. I might put 3, I'm not sure. Rose Warrior of Revenge and Toon Warrior. I like Rose because of her effect, and she's a level 4, and then Toon Warrior is pretty much a staple. That's it for the monsters. Now, for the spell cards, I must say Magic. 2 Fusion Swords. I'm probably going to run 3, I just don't have a third. But this card, it cannot be destroyed by spell card effects, so MST or or Heavy Storm won't affect this card. Plus, it can only be equipped to warriors, and that monster gains 800 attack. United We Stand, I absolutely love this card. This would be good in OTK decks as well. Actually, my friend and I sided this in our Violon deck, but you'll see that later on. Black Pendant, because it's 500 attack, and when it's destroyed, 500 burn damage. Lightning Blade, obvious. What are the oldest spell cards? Lucky Iron Axe, once again 500 attack, but when it's destroyed, when it's face up by a card effect, you draw a card. So a little draw power there. And the rest are staples. 1 Rhoda, I really think that card should be at 2, but oh well. My camera's almost out of battery, so I apologize if the video shuts off at any moment. Warrior Returning Alive, 2 MSTs, Dark Hole, Reborn, Heavy Storm. Don't really need to explain those, do I? Those are all staples, pretty much. Alright, now onto traps. I run 9 traps. Forgot how many spells I run. Torrential, real game changer, guys. Probably, I might run 2. I don't think so, but real game changer, guys. It really helps out. It can change the duel a lot, this card. 2 Call the Haunted. This card's better than people think it is. I absolutely love it. It can help you out in tight situations as well, like get back your boss monsters, like my Lightning Warrior or some other good card. Bottomless, Mirror Force, Raigeki Break, because it's still one of my favorite traps. Deep Prison, obvious. Blast with Chain, because it acts as an equip card, which is the only reason why I run it. And it doesn't have that bad of an effect. And Compulse, I actually love this card. It can really help with getting rid of those Synchros, or BLS, and other boss monsters. Now onto the extra deck. Sorry about that, guys. My camera ran out of power, so I had to move it upstairs. So anyway, let's just continue with the video. I apologize for that, but as I was waiting for it to charge, I just realized 2 things. Sorry for my heavy breathing, just got back from a walk. Yeah, sorry guys, my camcorder actually just fell on my bed and it shut off, so... once again, sorry for that. That's not going to be a bad cut or anything, though, but anyway. So, sorry if you hear my heavy breathing, I just went for a walk, so that's why I sound like that, and anyway. Like I said, I realized two things. One, I'm probably going to build my Amazoness deck again, just for the fun of it. And two, I realized you cannot use Warrior Lady of the Wasteland to get Absolute Crusader, because she can only bring out Earth-type monsters that are 1,500 or less in attack. I'm just going to double check here and make sure you can still get Field Commander Roz. You can't get Toon Warrior. You can't get Field Commander Roz. So really, your only two targets are Marauder Captain or Obnoxious Celtic Guard. Which can help, though. And Swordmaster 2, if I put him back in here. Anyway, back to the extra deck. Favorite Synchro of all time is right there. Love this card for its effect. There's its effect if you guys want to read it. Pretty good effect, actually. And Seven Swords Warrior. Works well with the equips. Utopia, obviously. Illuminate, don't really bring it down much, but it is a warrior, so I put it back in there. Brought back in Power Tool Dragon. I was putting in my Vylons, but we're not going to use it. And for the time being, I put my second favorite Synchro in here, and that's Ancient Fairy, but that's going in my Vylon deck, but I have to wait for the remaining Vylons to come out and hopefully hit an Arsenal 6. Then that will be moved. Wayne, although he is kind of hard to... I don't think I can really take him out, Synchro Summon him in this deck. Because I don't have any level 2s, so yeah. Don't know why he's in there. Colossal Fighter, obvious. Guy Knight, staple. If anyone has that in Super, PM me. And if anybody has this in Secret, PM me. So that's pretty much it for the deck, guys. Comment below on suggestions, what you like about the deck and what you don't like about the deck. And stay tuned for Ice Barrier deck profile update, which will be... No, actually, I'll do the Vylon one first, because that's already recorded. So expect this one tonight, and then my Vylon... And then the Vylon video up tomorrow, and then Ice Barriers on Monday. And then I'll start my series, and other things as well. So, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos. Thumbs up the video, comment, subscribe. And also, if you have any of the cards I mentioned in this video, please leave me a PM. I'd really appreciate it. Check out my binder. Everything there is for sale and trade. I know I said everything in that binder is for sale only, but if you guys have my wants, we can work something out. So, I'll probably... Actually, that video is probably going to be taken down anyway, and I'm going to redo it, so... Yeah. So, stay tuned for a trade binder update as well, so... Or a redo of the trade binder update. So, thanks for watching, guys, and... Yeah, stay tuned for the Vylon deck profile update, and... Like I said, sorry for repeating and rambling on, but just comment below if you have any of the cards I mentioned, and your opinions on the deck. Bye, YouTube.